Ah, hello, 1, 2, buckle my shoe. 3, 4, shut the door. It's me, Moses. No video today, just audio. Uh, Southern Lower Michigan, 66 degrees Fahrenheit, 19 degrees centigrade, with rain. And so I thought I'd chat it up this morning, maybe for a while, if anybody comes around. See what we get. I didn't want to sit over to my killer desk this morning, so I didn't feel like dragging the camera over here to my easy chair. So I just said to hell with it. I put a picture on there of me and just use the audio from my surround sound headphones, use the mic off of that. So that's my explanation. I'm sticking to it. Saturday morning, maybe nobody will show up anyway. I'll give her a shot anyway. Oh, there's the dark aura. There's Brett. What you up to, Brett? No good, I imagine. Still doing sessions, huh? I haven't done one in a long time. I don't do many of these anymore. I did one here the other day, the first time in about a month, I guess. That's great. Good validations. But I gotta ask you a question. What do them validations mean? Really, absolutely nothing. Because you can keep doing it, and they still get validations, but, you know, I used to get a lot of validations, but what does it really mean? I mean, it doesn't benefit us any, unless you got something you got to prove that they're talking to you. Other than that, I don't know. They really don't prove a hell of a lot. We need to be able to. Somebody needs to come up with some glasses so we can Google them with our eyes. Google them with our eyes. That's what we need. The Huff train. Well, as long as you don't wear a halo on your head, and as long not gonna say no more. Not gonna say no more. Mine's already shaved. I can't help it. Right about now, I'm looking the wildest I've ever looked. I got mountain man beard, and I haven't trimmed that. I haven't trimmed my hair. Usually I buzz my hair off with the hair clippers, you know. Keep it right close to the scalp. Hell, this is the longest I think it's ever been in my life. I'm just letting it grow. Maybe I can get it long enough, shoulder length, and then I can roll it up and put it in a I want a man bun. You see Moses with a man bun? Oh, shit. No, I doubt that'll happen, but I'm letting it all hang out, man. Let it all grow. I don't go nowhere to see nobody anyway. So I'm letting it all grow this time. Nah, I doubt that. All the convicts I've seen, they all look different. Just like we do, being on the other side of the bars. And I'm sure when we cross over the veil, they're all going to look different too. I mean, from what I understand, once we pass away and we go on the other side of the veil, we don't have a physical body. If we want to appear to somebody, we can appear however we like. I mean, I could appear in robes and a nice red beard instead of white, and hair on my head and everything if I wanted to. So that might be all right. I don't know. That's going to be scary when I get over there, I guarantee you. Speculation, man. It's all speculation. I watch them shows and they don't know any damn more about it than you or I do. There's just speculation. Well-wishers. I mean, you can do all this supposed, what are we doing now? Investigating. You can do all this supposed investigating and scientific this and scientific that. And what do you got after you get done with all that crap? Nothing. It's just a speculation, a hope. You can't prove nothing, you know? Just because they talk to you, don't prove it. They're dead people. We don't know that. We don't know if they're dead people that's talking to us or not. It could be aliens talking to us. We could all be in a damn matrix. It could be lots of things. We don't know. No way to tell. Yeah, there's no way to know. I crack up with some of these people on here. They're big investigators, and they're going to prove this. They're going to prove that. They're going to prove it to them. They're proving it to themselves to make them feel better. I mean, who else can you prove it to? Because I say something. Oh, I talked to Joe Blow the other day, and I guarantee you it was him. Well, you didn't hear him. It's a personal experience. You don't know if anybody else would have heard it like that. We've already showed that listen to EVPs, one person will hear one thing, another person hears something else. To me, it's just all speculation and hopes. We hope it's going to be this way. We hope it's going to be that way. And until we take that last breath, we're not going to know how it is. Period. I mean, you know, I take a lot in looking at somebody, looking into their eyes and see if they, you know, if they're telling me the truth or not. And when you can't do that, then all validity goes out the window as far as I'm concerned. You can't talk to a spirit and know if it's really a spirit or it's true what they're telling you. I mean, you know. The Bearded Diver, early bird chat. Yeah, I get on here and chat usually early in the morning. Welcome there, the Bearded Diver. They call me Moses. Because of my beard. It's Saturday. Let me take these. Yeah, maybe the same day there, but the time is drastically different. It's almost 7 a.m. here, 7 in the morning. Oh, 700. Everybody else must be sleeping in today. Usually Zara's around every morning. Oh, there's sleeping in Saturday because they had a big night out on Friday night. Yeah, so I figured. Yeah, there's a big difference. Well, there's a somebody I never heard before. North Nottingham Paranormal Investigations. That must be Glenn. What's up, Glenn? I watched your little walkabout again yesterday over to the river across the street. I was gonna get in there and I didn't. I just watched. I just lurked. I was gonna tell you to get a fishing pole, but farther on down the line you told me you'd have fished there before, so yeah, it's raining here too. Okay, the bearded diver. Is this gentleman's name Giza? Or are you calling me an old geezer? Oh, you never know. No video today. I didn't feel like moving my camera. I just keep moving that thing back and forth constantly, and I said to hell with it. I'm not doing anything. That's what I do every day. I'm doing the same this weekend. I already took those. I already took them crazy pills. No, no. Why would they come over? They all live here in town. They don't, and they don't come when they live here in town. They don't come to see us no more. We're too old. You get to a certain age, and even your kids forget about you. They try to stay away from you, I think, unless they need a babysitter or need some money or something like that. Then they come around. The rest of the time, you don't see them. The thing that peels me off the most is my son. He's a good boy. He does a lot for me, but he's one of the kind that'll tell you something, then don't do it. And I was never like that. My word was my bond. If I told you I was going to be there at 7 o'clock, by God, I was there at 7 o'clock. Not him. I'll be over tomorrow, Dad. Never see him, never hear a word. And so he's just like a damn ghost. I don't believe a damn thing he says. Oh, he's a good boy. I couldn't ask for better, so I'm not going to complain. I got a daughter, my oldest daughter, and she must be 40 now or better in age. And the only time I see her is at Christmas, Thanksgiving, Father's Day. That's about it. 3 days a year. That's the only times I see her. And she lives right here in town. She works with my wife at the same factory. And she don't come around. She don't give a goddamn about me. I mean, some kids are that way and some ain't, you know. Some kids are lovey-dovey and other ones don't give a damn about you one way or the other. Well, hello there, Zara. I figured maybe you might not wasn't around because you had a hangover. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I know that. Yeah, I used to be the same way. I was real close with my mom, and I could not do anything. She wanted me to do this, want me to do that, want me to do this, want me to do that. I says, Mom, I don't live at home no more, dear. I said, I have a home family to take care of. I have things I have to do. She wanted me to just stop whatever I was doing and do whatever she wanted, you know. I guess that's the way life is, you know. I'm good. No video today. Too lazy to bring my camera over here and hook it up. It's a real pain in the butt. And I didn't want to sit at my desk of death, as it just kills me to sit over there. So I just came over here and hooked up my headphones. I didn't have them charged up, so I plugged them in, and I'm using my headphones for the microphone, and the camera's still over there on the desk. Not pointing at anything, but still over there on the desk. There it is. Pointing at my chair over here, I think. Yeah, that's me. You know, I've actually thought of that, Glenn. crochet. My daughter crochets. I bought her a $100 set of crochet needles for her birthday or Christmas, or I don't know, it was some reason I bought them for. I can't remember now. I couldn't see to do it, for one thing. Either one of them. 'Cause I'm half blind too, so making anything with my hands, I'd have to have it right up to my nose. And I don't think you can knit or crochet that way, so I gave that idea up. I was going to color adult coloring books, like, not porno ones. I said that wrong. Like Marie does, but I figured, hell, I probably couldn't keep between the lines. So I don't do nothing. I've been watching a lot of movies, though. I'm watching a lot of movies. I was going to write down the movies I watched so I could tell you guys, and I can't even remember what they were. I didn't write them down. I can't remember. Watched 2 or 3 new ones here lately. I can't remember what they were. Guess it don't matter. Oh, I watched one. It was Outer Space. I think it started with an I. I don't know. My wife crochets. She don't anymore. She used to. She used to make baby blankets for all the kids. She used to make baby blankets and booties and hats and all that stuff. She used to do that. She used to do it. But she works 10, 12 hours a day, and she's older than me, and she don't have time for it. She gets home, she's tired. She planks her butt in a chair and she watches her TV. She's a Mexican. She's a Mexican American, and she has these Mexican channels on her TV out there in the family room, and she watches, the Mexican channels all day and all night when she's here. It's all in Spanish, of course. So I got my own TV set up in here. I can't watch that stuff. I hope you haven't gotten that tablecloth dirty. I mean, it's been 10 years, it'd be kind of hard to keep it clean. Well, you ain't been eating on it yet anyway. Demon Tree film? Never heard of nothing called Demon Tree. The Demon Tree, I'll have to sort of remember that. I'll forget it in 5 minutes here before you can get off of here. The Demon Tree. Try and remember that. I used to wood burn. Used to wood burn and all these intricate wood burnings and sell them. I used to do that. I always wanted to do, what was the guy with the afro? I think he used to have all the shows on TV. You paint with them big brushes. I can't think of his name. That shows you how bad I am. I can't think of his name. You know what I'm talking about. I thought about trying that, but all his paints and brushes and stuff are expensive. They still sell them online. Costs about $400 to get all this crap to start out. Yeah, Bob Ross. It looks easy. Looks like something I think I could really do, but people don't put paintings on their walls anymore. They put posters. This is after 2000. They put posters now. They don't put paintings. An unfinished antique tablecloth. I had a guy at my factory that did it, and he brought someone in and showed us, and damn nice, man. Water pencils. What the crap? Oh. Still raining. $19 centigrade. Showers. I think Clint Eastwood's about ready to give up the ghost and join him. God, he must be. Bet he's in his 70s or 80s. Wonder what happened to Maria that lives over here by me. I haven't heard her in quite a while. She was having trouble with her lungs. Having trouble breathing, I guess. And Michael, haven't heard from Michael down south there in a long time. I haven't heard from him either. Summertime, you know. People have other things to do than sit around on the radio. That's how I was always told anyway. Starts getting cold, people start getting back on the computer more. Darren, he's not here because he's out riding around in his new car. You guys know Darren got a new car, don't you? I don't know. I guess maybe his divorce was final or something. But the other day, on his Facebook page, he put up a picture of his new car. I don't know who it's made by. I don't know who make cars down there in New Zealand, but it was red. That's all I can tell you. And I suppose he did his podcast again yesterday, and I didn't listen to it. I still got his first one I downloaded. I think I went through and downloaded them all. Now I got another one to download. I don't know where I'm going to find time to listen to them. I'm just not. I don't know. I just don't do stuff like that. Yeah, it could be. Join the cult. Brett's cult. Brett's dark cult. Do we have to drink grape juice, Brett? I guess Brett must have took off. There was another gentleman in there too, you guys seem to have known, Geek or Greek or Geek, I don't know. He only said one word one time. Maybe I bore him. Yeah, I know. Got a leather jacket with one of them British flags on the back of it. Oh. You're bad, Glenn. You're bad. You're a bad man. I watched a movie the other day about the Revolutionary War, and I know you probably guys from over there in the UK probably don't want to hear it, but I couldn't believe how dumb your army was. They had a spy that was passing information to one of our operatives, and she was doing it by putting a black petticoat on a wash line and a certain number of white handkerchiefs. And these white handkerchiefs, they determined which cave along the coastline that she would meet this guy at. He'd row in a boat at night, but he'd look at her clothesline during the day to get the information. And he'd meet her at this damn cave, and she was a spy, and she'd give him all the information to use against you guys. No, nothing spooky. Not a thing. I can't. You heard the other day when I had the radio, and I can't even get them to speak to me on the radio anymore. I don't see any orbs anymore. I've given up on the whole thing. I guess they gave up on me. You got to get their attention, and then keep it, I guess. and I haven't kept their attention. Someday I'll have a connection like the one we shall not name. I watched something of his the other day, and he was telling about how great he was, explaining it to everybody, telling everybody how good he was and what a great connection he had, and how that Panasonic DR60 was the greatest thing on earth, the greatest thing God ever gave to man, and it works so well because of the internal noise it has. And I remember back when that man used to preach against white noise. White noise, you don't need white noise. Blah, blah, blah. He used to preach against it, and he didn't like the old ZL1 or whatever the hell, the thing with everybody has. He used to preach against anything that had white noise in it, and you don't need EVPs for white noise, and blah 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 blah. He used to go on and on and on, and now he's praising this damn DR60 because it has an eternal noise. So the man cracks me up, man. He just never stops. Say one thing one day and something else the next day, but him being God makes it true, Yeah, he copies people too. I hope you know that. He watches other people's videos. Somebody will do something that he hasn't done, and all of a sudden you'll see it over there on his channel. I've seen that happen time and time again. Yeah, I see that. That Tascam. I got that Tascam. And certain mode you put it in, I can't remember what it is, wave mode and 64-bit. I don't know if that's what you got yours in or not. But, yeah, I use that thing, and it is so sensitive. I always kid people about that Tascam. I always tell them it'll hear a mouse peeing on a cotton ball in the next room. I read an article once about that Tascam, about how good it was for EVPs and stuff, and that's why I bought it. Yeah, that's what I got mine on. I read somewhere on the internet how to set it up, and I did. I don't know, it's 48-bit or 64-bit or something, but that 96 kilohertz, that sounds right. Wave file, I think. I've gotten good EVPs out of my telephone. That ain't nothing. It's just a regular old telephone. Well, hi, Jessica. Welcome. Cool. Cool, Glenn. Yeah, it's another thing I like about you can listen in real time. I'm pretty sure, if I remember right. I'm feeling just fine. I'm feeling a lot better. Got my air conditioner. Got out of the heat. Can't stand the heat. Get out of hell, and that's what I did. I got my new air conditioner, and now I'm in heaven. Amazing what an air conditioner will do for you. How is the lag, by the way? Nobody mentioned the lag. Somebody mentioned it one day. I had changed it. Well, I changed it back to where it normally is. I haven't heard another complaint, so maybe it's okay again now. High, it has high, normal, and low latency, and I had it on high that one day, so the video quality was better, and everybody said it was bigger lag, so I put it back to normal. And I went through hell this morning getting this to get this chat room onto the screen here with the black background. But I got it. It's an add-on for this program I use, and I have to take a log into I have to log into YouTube to get permission to grab their video stream or text stream. I got another way of doing it. I just grab it with a screenshot, but then it's got a white background. My background is an old picture of me I did a long time ago with So Brett said he did a session and was uploading it, and I see Glenn where you annotated a session for somebody. Was it Jessica here? Somebody. I see you annotated that for them. So you've been busy. I missed Ray's regularly scheduled thing there Thursday. I missed it altogether. And then I've been watching a couple of videos from him. I guess he's went on a vacation and was he in Gettysburg? I don't know, but he's not. He's just doing these little streams every now and then. Oh, Ray's streaming later? Oh, okay. Oh, I never know. I thought about coming on here sometime with just hangouts, but I think that's what Ray uses. Hangouts has a lot of lag issues. There's a control up the top of that Hangouts for bandwidth, and if you don't turn that down far enough, low enough, Hangouts will skip and bump and jump, and and people don't know that, and they have a mediocre internet connection speed-wise, and it plays hell with their stream. So I don't use that. I can stream right now from Facebook, but I never tried that either. Just about every damn thing nowadays you can stream from. They got programs for my phone I can stream from, and it's just becoming the thing to do, you know. And they're making it easier every day. I'm streaming at 1280 by 720 right now with no problems. I got a big ass computer, you know. Pardon the French. And I got a big fast internet connection, so don't affect me. I think I got 65 megabits or 67 megabits or 72 megabits or something like that download speed, and I think I got 7 up, and my computer's is it 420 gigahertz, and I got 64 gigs of memory. I said that right, 64 gigs of memory, and I got 8 gigs memory card, so I'm all memoried out. This is all probably running a couple sticks of memory, and I got all the rest of it free. Default 70. I'm using 72% of my resources right now, so yeah, it is. That's what I built it for. Although I don't hardly use it for anything, but next time I'm not going to do that. Just going to get a regular computer. By that time, I probably won't be able to operate it anyway. Oh. Yeah, I got a gaming motherboard, an MSI, and I got an MSI graphics card, an 8 gig graphics card. It's crazy. Takes up 2 slots. It's not water cooled though. I was going to water cool it and I didn't. Instead I bought this other fan, and this fan is, God, size of a melon, not a watermelon, like a muskmelon or a cantaloupe. It's about that big, and it lights up. Takes up the whole inside of my computer case just about. I got about, let's see, two fans in the front, 2 on the top, 1 in the back. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 for the power supply. No, 2 for the power supply. 1 sucks in, 1 blows out. I don't know, I got 10 or 11 fans in that thing. It's crazy. Overkill. Jessica, if you have a smartphone, you can use that too. Just find a recorder on your phone. Start that up, start recording, ask a question, give it 15, 20 seconds, then ask the next question, give it 15, 20 seconds, and after you've asked all the questions you want to ask, just stop the recorder, go back and play the recording over and listen in them little 15 and 20 minute spaces where you maintain silence to see if you got any answers or not. That's another way of doing it without buying anything, or just using your smartphone. Smartphone recorders work darn good if you want to just capture EVPs. In order to use a Spirit Box, you got to have a Spirit Box to start with. That happened to me before too, Glenn, when I was streaming. I was over at my desk and somebody said hello, and I turned my head to see if who was outside my door, and there was nobody there. And you guys in the stream also said you heard it. Crazy, huh? Never know. Glenn, the biggest thing is that once we start doing this, we become aware. And once we are aware, we hear and see things that other people would never notice because they're not aware. You know, they don't pay no attention to it. Here, I got a way for you to make a lot of money, Glenn. You know how when we see things out of the corner of our eye, I mean, you know, it's just it's a given, man. It's a given. You're gonna see something, you're gonna catch it out of the corner of your eye for a split second. Somebody needs to invent some glasses that we can put on, or goggles that cover like 180 degrees. So even though you're pointing forward, it'll record stuff out, you know, to 180 degrees on both my right and our left. That way we got a pair of eyes that's always watching on the corner of our eye, and it will record whatever shows up there that we're not going to have to see by staring forward. I think somebody could make a lot of money with some kind of glasses if somebody could come up with some. Normally, you know, in the paranormal, it's always a recorder for audio or some kind of video recorder, but never nothing for stuff out of the corner of your eyes, where most of the stuff is seen for a split second, but it's only a split second. And then it's just an experience. It's a personal experience at that point and nothing else. But if we had some type of glasses you could wear, or goggles or something, maybe just a excuse me, a pair of goggles with little tiny miniature video cameras on each side of the goggles, so it's pointing out, recording everything that's on our sides, and have it tied in with your main recorder. Maybe that will capture all this stuff that we think we see, and it's just our hearsay, you know. I hope Huff don't hear that. Next thing you're going to see is the one that shall not be named goggles, made by him and Anthony Sanchez. Oh, Jessica must know. The one we shall not be named. Yes, 100% proof. 100%. Maybe if we're lucky, the one that shall not be named will design. Him and Anthony will design a pair of these and put them up on the market really cheap, so everybody can have a pair. Because, you know, he doesn't make no money at this anyway, so you know, what the hey. Never make a cent from this. Not a cent. I always thought it'd be a good idea. Yeah, but nothing we own records that. We need something to be recording that all the time while we're recording whatever's in front of us. If we could record it, I think it would be good. Yeah, oh yeah, they catch a lot of. I've been watching some of these ghost shows, and they've been catching a lot of shadows every now and then, and you see them just for a split second because they move so fast. What do you think about this picture, Glenn? You ever zoom in on this picture? I mean, download it and really zoom in at where that streak is. It's little tiny energy particles, and it looks like a time lapse of that orb going along. in its path. Everybody told me it was a camera malfunction, and blah blah blah. And I don't think it's a camera malfunction. I got another one like that one other time going into my son's room, but maybe it has something to do with my camera doing it. I don't know, but nonetheless, 'twas an orb. Did you ever hear the one that talked to me, Glenn? The talking orb? The one that flew by and says hello? You know, a sexy woman's voice? That cracked me up, man. That blew my mind away. Oh. Oh. Oh.
going to get up and I'm going to
Yeah, that's why I quit posting orbs, because people, you know, they watch a couple of them ghost shows on TV and they're all experts. So I don't post orbs anymore. I don't even look for them anymore. Maybe when winter gets here, again I will, but I don't post them in the summer. They just say, "Oh, it's a bug, it's a bug, it's a bug." Well, in the wintertime, the bugs are gone, and that's when I search for them. But that one there that left a streak was one of my favorites, and I just looked for my video of the one speaking to me, but I couldn't find it. It's buried somewhere. Take me forever to find it. I've directed them before too, Zara, and they've done what I wanted. You know, they're spirits, and they always say the spirits want to do what we want. They want to do what we ask. And I was sitting here in my easy chair and said, "Come here, come on over here." And you'd see them coming out of the hallway over there, and they'd all stream right over to me. I guess that's validation, the same as asking them, you know, how many fingers you're holding up or something. If you can get them to fly over to you. People right away think they're dust, bugs, blah, blah, blah. But all that stuff flies up and straight down. And you can tell, it's so easy to tell dust from an orb. But some people, you know, like I say, watch too many ghost shows and they're experts, so I don't even want to hear it anymore. But when I see them change direction and they're pulsating and they're changing direction, I call it an orb. Maybe it's not, maybe I'm wrong. But when they come in through my doorway and then they do a loop-de-loo and they make a right angle turn and they're still pulsating all the time, they're pulsating. I've never seen any that emits light itself, but they pulse. I only capture them in ultraviolet light, and they're pulsing in the ultraviolet light. No, they're not emitting no light in the ultraviolet light. They're just there, and they pulse. They make crazy right angle turns and stuff like that. So I call them orbs. Maybe they're not. I don't know. The other thing that cracks me up so bad watching TV is people using them damn flashlights like they're communicating with spirits using the flashlight. I don't believe that for 1 second. Not one damn second. I mean, if I sit here forever and with my damn EMF meter, the one like Kevin's got, that real super sensitive one with a light that turns on and starts beeping red, I got that thing and it is so sensitive. And when I'm talking to spirits during a session, I can't get them to make that thing go off one time. I mean, they won't make it beep, they won't raise the needle, they won't do nothing. They said, we can't do that. You know? Then it makes me wonder. If they can't do that, then how can they show up as an orb? I don't know. I second guess myself all the time. But maybe they can't. They don't always do what you want them to, that's for sure. I'm still under the belief that in order for them to make that meter move, they have to physically be here and make an EMF disturbance on that meter. And if they're not here, they can't do that. So I don't believe they're here. I mean, I can sit there and ask them to come turn this meter on, and they don't do it because they're not here. Is a spirit capable of coming in? You know, you talking to them on the radio and then coming to where you're at? Can they do that? Has anybody got proof of that? I mean, I wonder when we're talking to spirits in a session and we're getting direct answers. Sometimes they don't even tell you where they're at. Can they come into your home through the radio or whatever? Can they actually physically visit you and be an entity in your home? If they could, then they could turn that meter on. All you gotta do is get around the meter to make an EMF disturbance, and that meter should turn on. But I have never had to do it yet, and I've asked them a million times to do it. So I wonder altogether if they're possibly capable of that. So you're telling me they would have to manifest in order to make the meter move? If their energy, in orb form or whatever form, if they got close to that meter, it should set it off. You know, I read somewhere they always use that mini mag light because that's what they use, and that's an ambient light. That's a bulb with a element in it. And if you make that connection so close on the button back there, that maybe maybe the actual juice from the batteries jumped that gap. You got it so close, and give power to that bulb. And whatever little bit of power you give that bulb will make that bulb heat, therefore making your batteries grow in length, therefore making a contact with the batteries, and the light will turn on. I don't know, I just believe it's from heat making that bulb turn on, turn off. So I always thought, well, hey, do one with LEDs in it instead of a bulb, and maybe I would tend to believe it more. A LED needs juice too, and a LED hardly has no heat, but I don't know. I guess they can do the same thing with a LED flashlight. I don't know, but I don't believe that. I would believe, I see some people use candles. Now I would believe a candle. Okay, make the candle flicker for yes and no flicker for no. Would that work? I've seen people try it before with a candle. Okay, guys, I'm gonna call it good, man. Been on here over an hour and 10 minutes. I'm gonna call it good. Glenn, Zara, Jessica, Brett, if you're still here. Who else am I leaving out? That's all I'm seeing right now. So I gotta go see the little boy in the other room. So the little tiny boy in the other room. Oh, you're welcome, Jessica. You come back anytime you find me in here, girl. We're in here from time to time. Mark that subscription thing and click on that little bell, and your email will tell you when I'm on. Although you might not see it until I'm off, but it's one way of trying anyway. Okay. You all have a good weekend. I'm getting out of here. Thank you, Zara, Glenn, Jessica, whoever else was here. Thank you all. Catch you next time. Toodaloo.